I wanted to start the show talking about one of those movies that I have been very excited to see a continuation of. I should say franchise that I have been really excited to see those continuations happen at one point or another. And Sherlock Holmes is one of those movies that's definitely a fun sit-down movie that you want to go to, as far as generally speaking, a blockbuster movie in the theaters. And Sherlock Holmes 3 is, of course, going to be coming out at some point or another. Who knows if it's going to be delayed? It's currently slated for 2021, but that may change due to the pandemic going on in our world. So I want to talk about everything we know so far about Sherlock Holmes 3, and then I want to get into a little bit of a conversation about where the story might be going, and I'd love to get your guys' thoughts as to what you guys want to see in Sherlock Holmes 3 in the comment section below. So let's get into it. In an article, guys, that was written by Shika Maeda of Pulp Culture Times, Arthur Conan Doyle's famous duo from 221B Baker Street will return soon. When does Sherlock Holmes 3 release? Well, Sherlock Holmes 3 is expected to release on December 22nd, 2021. Because of the pandemic lockdown, production houses and studios all over the world have put a halt on shoots and production. It is entirely possible that the shooting for the film might be delayed for a few months, but since there is more than a year left, we can hope that the third part will release according to schedule on December 22nd. So, look, guys, a lot of the studios right now are obviously pushing their movies back further and further. They want to make sure that they have a very good window for marketing, and then they have a great window where they're not going up against a ton of other competition, which a lot of these movies are kind of running into. Like, let's just talk about 2020. I mean, a lot of these movies are starting to line up in November and December, big blockbuster films, and so you really have to think about that moving forward. A lot of these movies now are going to get bunched up. Lots of movies that could very well do significantly well at the movie theaters, but it's hard to say because people are going to be looking at their spending dollars as to, which movie they want to go to. And if, let's just say, Sherlock Holmes 3 stays in that December 22nd, 2021 release date, it's going to be competing as of right now with none other than Avatar 2. And so, I don't know. I'm feeling that this very well may change at one point or another, but we'll have to keep up to speed, and I'll let you guys know as more information comes out about that. Is the trailer out? No trailer, guys, has been out as of yet. I would say that we're probably going to be seeing a trailer for this film probably later on this year, potentially early 2021. Sometimes these movies, since they're big blockbuster movies, you might get them, a ways out, right? Christopher Nolan likes to get his movies, build a lot of hype around his movies. Like Tenet is going to be coming out in the summer, but I think that, you like to be able to start kind of giving everyone a teaser, at least a teaser trailer at some point or another, whether that be later in 2020 or into 2021. As far as the cast is concerned, guys, the actors from the first two parts can be expected to return. As of now, only Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law are confirmed to star in Sherlock Holmes 3. So, you've got, of course, Robert Downey Jr., he plays Sherlock Holmes, Jude Law as Dr. John Watson, then Eddie Marsan, Stephen Fry, Jared Harrison, Rachel McAdams. There's a potential that hopefully, most of those characters will be, and actors and actresses will be coming back. What will the storyline be? So no details have been released regarding the third party. We can expect it to continue from the event timeline for events that occurred at the Reichenbach Falls. We saw Holmes return at the end of the movie in the post-credits scene, so thank God he isn't dead. But after the fall, it is still uncertain whether Moriarty died or survived. If we keep our fingers crossed, we may as well get to see one of the best villains of crime fiction again. According to reports, there is a possibility that we may see the lead pair's bromance turn into something more. Over time, readers had always wondered whether there was something more that met the eye when it came to Holmes and Watson's friendship, and Warner Brothers might have them as lovers in the third part. So, guys, there is a lot of speculation, obviously, regarding, Sherlock Holmes 3, without a doubt. And I think one thing I definitely want to see is the continuation of this story moving forward. I just want to kind of see a continuation of course, Holmes and Watson and their adventures and such as they go throughout the course of Sherlock Holmes and just the narrative that they're putting around. But there's just not a lot of, further information that we really know, guys, at this time regarding Sherlock Holmes 3. We know a release date, and we know a few things about the where it could potentially be going, but a lot of it is pure speculation. So, me personally, I'm not going to, the bromance between Watson and Holmes, I don't really think they're going to go there with those two characters. It would arrive, I think that the two of them are a very good team, obviously. Like, these guys are like, two very iconic characters in, just filmmaking in general. And, of course, within this universe. And I think that, I don't know if they're going to go there as far as a bromance. I know there's a lot of speculation with that. I don't know if they're going to go there though, guys. Obviously, you can never say never to anything. So it's hard to say. But I think the biggest thing for me is just seeing the continuation of the story, pretty much picking up right where, Sherlock Holmes 2 ended. And so there are question marks around, certain events that happen in, the second movie, but I think that's the beauty in Sherlock Holmes. There's a lot of mystery there, and it's a good action, fun, mysterious type of movie, and I think there needs to be some psychological twists and turns as you go throughout the story. So, all in all, guys, I just want to see a continuation. I want them to surprise me as far as, as the viewer. I want them to surprise me and continue doing things that are it's just a fun franchise to go to the theaters to watch and witness kind of, the different things that unfold on the screen before our eyes. And then we can, of course, talk about those things. And so I'll definitely be giving you guys all more information as it comes out. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys want to see in Sherlock Holmes 3? What narratives would you like to see them go down? Do you want them to continue the main story, or do you think they should go back in time to like more of a prequel, or, more further into the future? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And for more Sherlock Holmes 3 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.